Okay, that's the lineup.
Yes.
And maybe we should taste the wines now?
Yes.
With your permission.
Quickly. Please.
Difficult year. End of October, wanted to harvest, rain. In essence, we had to sort out about 50% of the grapes, which were botrytis grapes, and that's the main point here. In all of these wines, you will never find botrytis, because in the Kamptal, in Laurenz V in particular, we believe in the perfect grape, and we only use healthy grapes for winemaking. And I'm not saying that it's not good if you have botrytis grapes in your wine, it's just not our style. In other grape growing areas in Austria, in the Wachau in particular, but in others as well, they love botrytis as an extra element, in dry wines also, as an extra element of complexity, another layer if you like. We go for the pure and real Gruner fruit at its best. And that's what we want, and that's what shows here on a 10-point scale. This would be a year, let's say 5 or 6 only, but the wine is definitely above that scale. So fresh, very very drinkable, and if you have it in a blind tasting, you will never get it up to 7 years. It's far younger than that. 05 was a very rewarding year in more than one sense. Again, very Burgundian, and then it's extremely mineralic on the palate as well. Very dry, nice acidity balance, minerals, a little bit nutty.
Yes.
And the other reward was that this wine was going on British Airways first class, because the grand lady of British wine writing found, and she did buy at the time for British Airways first class, and she fell in love with this particular one. It was the first Austrian Gruner to go on British Airways first class, so it was pretty cool stuff for us. Yeah. 06, the luscious one. This is what we call a mouthful of wine. It's filling your mouth, it's a long aftertaste, it's pleasure, complexity all the way. It's what we call a complete wine. This will go on for many, many more years.
Yes.
I would suspect for the next 20 years, no problem, especially with stem enclosure. Absolutely perfect wine.
Yes.
Ready to drink.
I love this, the fruits, the good fruits in the core, still fresh.
Fantastic, yeah. Fantastic.
Beautiful.
Then we go on to the 07. Nice color still. I'm not obsessed with color, but Gruner has always a touch of green, gold, yellow, whatever. That's why also, that's where the name comes from also for a good part.
Yes.
This is my partner, Didi's favorite Gruner at the moment. And I think he's absolutely right, because it's a little bit restrained on the nose, but it just explodes on your palate with such a nice acidity. Gruner pure, Gruner to the max, easy to understand, but still a wine with lots of substance, lots of longevity, and it lingers on. Beautiful, I love it. And it's very much in harmony from the very beginning, at first sight, the nose and everything, and it doesn't overpromise on the nose, but it overpromises on the palate, which is very rare, because usually you have these blockbuster noses and everything, and then it fades away, but this grows on you, and that's what I like in this particular one. And it's led by a very, very healthy acidity and mineral balance. Very, very cool stuff here. 08, the most Gruner we produced so far.
Okay.
All I can say, drink it. Bucket loads. Easy. Unbelievable. I mean, this is really, this is the most Austrian Gruner, which Austrians would like most.
Yes.
Internationally speaking, it's a little bit extreme. It's just the extremist out of this lineup here. but on a personal goo, if you like. Yeah, it's perfect to drink now. But as I said before, this will live for long, many years to come because of the very nice acidity, which is a complex one. It's not an acidity spike. It just doesn't stand out. It's well integrated, and that's why it's so drinkable. 09, the decanted one.
Okay.
We're back to lusciousness, we're back to body, we're back to character, we're back to concentration. Super complex, very nutty, very grapey still. You get this is the wine which resembles most tasting the grapes.
Yes.
I've never experienced this in the last couple of years, that you have the grape on one hand, the perfect grape, the golden Gruner grape,
yes.
and then you find the same taste
yes.
in the wine itself. It's most interesting to see that the transformation was a very gentle one, and the fermentation didn't harm the primary fruit at all.
Yes.
Long way to go.
How many more years?
Many more years here as well. You know? Yeah, but this lineup is a proof that Gruner will keep for many years, and that enables Gruner to be in the same league with Riesling, Chardonnays, and other great white grapes, grape varieties around the world as well. Where we're heading here, but it gives us a wonderful combination between 08 vintage and 09. It gives us the acidity of 08, and it gives us the lusciousness of 09,
yes.
and both elements in harmony, in complete harmony, and also again with long aging potential here. Basically due to the fact that the vintage was 40% smaller than the previous vintage, so the concentration is very high.
I see.
And that's why we got this gift, because at the end of the day, this is exactly what we're aiming for complex concentration and still drinkability.
Yes.
What I'd like to mention here in all these wines is very important.
Yes.
We don't go for blockbuster wines when it comes to alcohol.
Yes.
The buck stops at 13. Ideal would be 12.5. Very hard to achieve at this quality range, because we still want to finish a bottle with two people. So that's a very important element in our winemaking philosophy, not to allow alcohol to go too high.
Yes.
First of all, it doesn't do Gruner any good, because it sort of hides the fruit flavors.
Yes.
But on the other hand, it also hides the pleasure in the wine as well.
Okay.
So, perfect.
Yes. Thank you so much.